The Adams County Sheriff kicked down my door. Then I heard the glass break. They found no kidnapping victims, just some lemon pound cake. Mama's lemon pound cake. It tastes so nice. It made the sheriff wanna put down his gun and cut him a slice. Of what? Of what? Lemon pound cake. He wanna put down his Glock. Lemon pound cake. Trending on TikTok. Lemon pound cake. He's a family guy. Lemon pound cake. The munchies because he got high. Lemon pound cake. Pound cake. He's a Adams County Sheriff. He's hungry and he's big as hell. He was sniffing for weed. Then he smelled another smell. What was that? Mama's lemon pound cake. It tastes so nice. It made the sheriff wanna put down his gun and cut him a slice. Of what? Of what? Lemon pound cake. He wanna put down his Glock. Lemon pound cake. Trending on TikTok. Lemon pound cake. He's a family guy. Lemon pound cake. The munchies because he got high. Lemon pound cake. Pound cake. He sees my cake and my porno mag call boom boom. Something happened to his camera on the way to the evidence room. Mama's lemon pound cake. It tastes so nice. Make the sheriff wanna put down his gun and cut him a slice. Of what? Of what? Lemon pound cake. He wanna put down his Glock. Lemon pound cake. Trending on TikTok. Lemon pound cake. He's a family guy. Lemon pound cake. The munchies because he got high. Lemon pound cake. Pound cake. Lemon pound cake. He wanna put down his Glock. Lemon pound cake. Trending on TikTok. Lemon pound cake. He's a family guy. Lemon pound cake. The munchies because he got high. Lemon pound cake. Pound cake.
Tired of going down, tired of myself, tired of this town.
Yeah, Freestyle Friday number 17. My name is E-Double, his name is Tom Petty, and here we go. Small pond, big pond, the fish are the only difference. City out of harmony, lingering on the dissonance. Fishermen wrapping up citizens with their fishing nets. Sometimes chemicals, some play out imprisonment. Dissidents laughing at themselves as if they had a voice. Acting like technology really gives them a better choice. Protect the borders as we stack up our elitism. Defeatism is what we pretend that we keep believing in. I'm straddling both lines, the quietest revolt. Politicians fake like they caring that we vote. Legalese verbose, cause if it's plain English, then it's ADD riddle, and riddle children might get it. And if they do, then you're fucked. When they know what's up, you might start seeing public servants dressed as little punks.
Well, welcome into a Thursday night Peepaw. I'm joined tonight by the one and only Toxic. How you doing, Toxic?
Ahoy.
Ahoy, matey. Ahoy. I got to check your audio level.
Hold on.
Okay, yeah, you're good. All right.
Okay. Can I just say,
You can say whatever you want to, as long as it's TOS compliant.
it is for once.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
I don't know if I said this on the Sunday stream or if I told you in VC. I knew this was going to be good. I called it. I sniffed it out from a mile away. I knew this was going to be gold. Peepaw's like, no, usually these things are pretty boring. I don't know.
Okay. Well, okay. Hang on. Whoa. Time out. I said that trials themselves, as a general rule, yes, are boring. Okay. And I said, it's boring for the most part. Then you have these little dust ups here and there, right? Where the attorneys, could get a little sassy, whatever. I did not know that Afroman's attorney was going to choose violence for the whole entire trial.
Oh, I love it. It's so good. I'm so excited.
I'm going to tell you something. Okay. Okay. We are all, everybody that's in chat, and of course, Toxic myself, we are people of the internet, right? We are, we interact on a daily basis to some degree, social media, yada, 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 right? I have never, I don't think and I'm going to say probably within the recent, I'll go 10 years. I don't believe I've seen a Streisand effect like what we had with this deal, right? Because if you go and you check out Afroman's YouTube channel, okay, people had forgotten who he was, right? Because understand, he hadn't been popular since the 90s, right? He come out, I was going to get high, Colt 45, a couple other little bangers that he came out with, right? Basically, people had forgotten about who this man was.
And this is the problem with the world, Pete Paul. Fuck all that dark shit and all that.
Exactly.
Why are people forgetting about Afroman?
I don't know, man.
This is why everyone's going crazy.
You know what?
About Afroman.
You know what I forgot to do to get in preparation for Afroman tonight?
Is that what I was just doing?
Yeah. I forgot to hit a gummy. So I'm going to get my gummy going here so we can celebrate in true style. All right. Now, and it wasn't, okay, so the sheriff's department was Adams County Sheriff's Department in Ohio, right? This is from the great state of Ohio, where hang on. Let me pull this joker in. Hey, nerdy. I just fixed to talk.
Hello.
I just fixed to talk about you.
I'll say the great state of Ohio. Another
Exactly.
Afroman W.
Mm-hmm. Afroman W, state of Ohio, Big L, specifically Adams County. Okay. But this I found this here on the Twitter. Let me. Oh God, why is all this stuff? Hang on. What is going on here? Why is it doing this? Whatever. Okay. So let me go here and bring up this. All right. So this is coming from the Adams County Sheriff's Department in Colorado. Okay. They had to put out a PSA, y'all.
Hey, that wasn't us.
And this is hilarious. This is freaking hilarious. Watch this.
So some of you have heard, most of you haven't. Adams County Sheriff's Office in Ohio and Afroman are in litigation with each other. We know some of you have heard it though. So we want to provide you a quick geography lesson. We are the Adams County Sheriff's Office in Colorado. They are the Adams County Sheriff's Office in Ohio.
It's funny they made it piss yellow too. Don't you think?
Yeah, it's perfect.
Perfect.
So, before you start sending us messages, calling us, emailing us, DMing us, you may want to Google it.
The only thing that made that funnier, he said, or send us pound cakes. Okay.
That'd be nice.
That would have been nice, right? So, anyway. So, I have been following this story since it originally happened back in 22. Okay. I was producing for Dave at the time, Dead on Dave. And this story came down, and since Dave was a connoisseur of the devil's lettuce, I said, hey, Dave, I got a story for us tonight on the show. And we did a show all about this. And I'll give you a real brief little TLDR. So in 2022, the sheriff's department had an informant, and this informant told them, said, hey, Afroman has got like tons of narcotics, and he's got like a sex dungeon, and he's got people in his basement. He's got people trapped down there in his sex dungeon.
He was Diet Diddy.
Yeah, Diddy Light. There you go. And anyway, so they get a search warrant based upon this informant's word. So they show up to Afroman's property. He wasn't even there. I think he was like in Vegas or something, doing a show. He was doing a show, but I'm not sure exactly that we're at geographically, but he was not at home. The only people that were at home was his wife and I think kids or grandkids were there. So they bust through his security gate that he has at the driveway entrance, right? They bust through it, and then they go. And then they go and they bust through one of his doors. And then they went around to a side door and tried to bust through it as well. Why? I don't know why they went to the side door, but they did. Anyway. And so they go all through his house. And the only thing they found was a used up weed pen. And like I think it was like $4,000 in cash. That was it. That's all they found in his house, right? No sex dungeon, nobody chained up down there being a sex slave, none of that. All they found was that. And they just, yeah.
What business does he have with $4,000 of cash? That's oddly
Exactly.
suspicious.
It's not like he was a popular musician at one point, right?
Yeah, what's he doing with that? Hmm?
What the hell difference does it matter if he's got $4,000
Someone
cash?
like him shouldn't have that much cash, you know?
Really? Because he's a black man?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? Are you saying a black man can't have $4,000 cash? That's kind of what it sounds like, Toxic. It kind of sounds like you saying a black man can't have.
Figures the old white guy would make it racial.
No, I didn't make it racial. I did not. Toxic made it racial. He said guys like him. Guys like him.
First of all,
okay.
Listen.
What, rappers? Rappers shouldn't have no money?
No. I'm talking from the Adams Carey Sheriff's angle, all right? This is what they're thinking. This isn't what I think. I think Afroman's a genius.
Okay, so you're trying to channel the thinking of the sheriff's department. Okay,
I'm trying to understand.
Okay, because I was gonna get sideways with you, man. If you were gonna say a black man can't have some money in his house.
They can have as much money in their house as they want. Now, how people react to that when they come busting down doors because they're racist? Hey.
So anyway. So they found the money, and they were, of course, they were armed, you know, with AR-15s and sidearms and things like that.
Well, and Afroman is a very dangerous individual.
Yeah, I mean, he's right up there like Scarface. I mean, that's exactly what he is. Hey, Kinga.
Whoa.
But yeah. What?
Did you just call him the C word?
No. We're going to talk.
That's her name.
I tell you what, we're going to talk about a little congolitis here in a little bit, but not right at this moment. It's a little bit early in the stream to be talking about that just yet. But anyway, so anyway, these deputy sheriffs and stuff are parading around inside of Afroman's house in front of his wife and his kids, and they're kind of terrorizing him, right? With these guns and everything. And it's, you know, they just, and remember, they busted down his gate and they busted down his door to get in, you know, to do all this stuff. And so they're a little bit shocked and you know, and scared, which I understand. Okay. So anyway, I've got about, let's see how many, 2, 3.
They shouldn't be scared unless they have something to hide, right? I mean, that's the logic. That's their logic, right?
Okay, so you're going to quantify that. You're trying to talk about from the perspective of, so you're not saying that black people should have things to hide, right? They should just, is that what you're saying, right?
Well, good upstanding citizens, you know, they shouldn't be scared of the police, you know, always obey the law, right?
Bullshit. Well, okay. Oh, yes, obey the law 100%. And listen, I am a huge supporter of law enforcement. I really am. What I'm not a huge supporter of is fucking morons. Okay? That and this whole thing and we'll get into some of this stuff because we're going to watch some. I've got like 3 or 4 videos we got to watch, and I'll put it on. I'll try to crank up the speed a little bit to make it a little bit faster. But this whole thing was so riddled with what's the word I'm looking for here? Incompetence. That it's mind blowing that even a person such as myself, I've never been in law enforcement, anything like that, but just basic common sense things that they did not do, they did not follow, they did not, just from watching like Law and Order and other TV shows about about police and even real, you get into those real what they call them,
Real Housewives.
No, not Real Housewives, but like they're like murder, like 60 Minutes when they talk about the true crime stories and things like that, right? So you gain a little bit of knowledge of proper procedures, right? Not that you're experts or anything like that, but anyway, it's just so this first thing that we're going to talk about or show here is this is this. Get rid of that. I don't want that up here. This guy that's being questioned was the lead deputy on this raid on Afroman's house. Okay, and hang on a second here. What? I got things that aren't working just right. What?
Uh-oh. Technical difficulties. Stand by.
You got a few of those people.
What's that?
Things that aren't working right.
Okay. All right. So this guy here that we see with his back to us, this is Afroman's representation as his lawyer. And I'm going to tell you something. This dude had a beard that was beyond just majestic. It's just this huge, just big, giant, manly beard. It's just, it's wild. It was just as wild as Afroman's afro. So now, guys, right off the bat, who does this guy remind you of?
He
God.
looks like your standard like white guy villain from a Hallmark movie.
God.
Looks like who?
He looks like he would be the villain in a
Yeah.
Hallmark movie.
Yeah, what about you, Toxic?
God.
Who did you say? Who?
God.
God? You think this guy looks
Yeah.
like God?
Good.
No.
Legal mindset says Mr. Gamer.
Legal mind says Mr. Gamer. I want to tell you who looks like to me. This is a Opie looking motherfucker, little Opie Taylor from like Mayberry. That's who this guy reminds me of. But anyway, listen to this conversation. This is. Hang on, I gotta crank up the speed on this one because I gotta get the. Here we go.
So, Brian, you're still employed as a police officer, correct?
Yes.
You're employed in Norwood, correct?
Yes.
When you went to Norwood, you got a pay raise, correct?
Yes.
Okay. You were asked questions about a search warrant. Is it correct to say you were the chief in charge of executing that search warrant?
Correct.
Okay. And you counted all the money?
I did.
You had full control of it the whole time?
Not the entire time, no.
So, walk me through the process by which you cataloged the money.
So while we were conducting a search of the residence,
Okay, so before anybody says anything about audio, I know it's coming out of one channel. I have no control over this. This is the way that this TV station broadcasted this on their YouTube channel. It's a mono and it's out of the left ear. I have no control over that. Now, if I was making an actual video and editing, I could go in and duplicate the channels and have it in stereo for you guys, and it'd all be crisp and clean, and you guys would be happy. But I can't do anything about this on the fly, okay? So, sorry.
another deputy located the money, I believe, in a jacket pocket from a suit. He handed me the money, explained to me where he found it. At that point, I start to count it in the same room. Once I count it, I collect it, put it in Evan's bag, and take it downstairs.
So let's back up. That was very general. So when you counted it, where did you count it?
I counted it in the bedroom where it was located.
And you counted it on the floor?
Yes.
Okay. And you made specific pockets?
Okay, I'm going to skip forward just a little bit here because all he's doing is laying the groundwork that this guy here is the one who counted the money. And why is that a deal? Because what got, so he was Afroman was upset for several reasons. One, they damaged his property, and two, when he went to go get his possessions back, because they never filed any charges against him, right? He went to go pick up the money, and on the bag there it said $5,000, right? And then when the property clerk went to hand him the bag, they said, "We want you to know there's $400 missing."
Oh.
Now, $400 may not be, it's not like a substantial amount of money, but that's not really
shit.
okay.
That's like 4 quarter pounders.
Okay. What it is it's the principle of the thing, right? Period. And what he's doing here is he's establishing that this guy was the one that counted the money, right? They found 2 different stashes of cash that they gathered in, right? So I'm going to fast forward here just a little bit. I think this is...
Correct.
Have you watched the body cam since then?
I haven't. Well, I take that back. I've watched pieces of it. Haven't watched the entire thing.
What pieces have you watched?
Just of me counting the money from the bedroom.
You watched only the part of your body cam where you recounted the money in the bedroom only.
Correct.
You never watched the part for downstairs.
I did not.
You never watched the part where you sealed the evidence bag.
No.
Did you seal the evidence bag?
The evidence bag was not initially sealed, no.
What do you mean by initially sealed?
So it's not a self-sealing bag. It has to be taped. So it was placed in an evidence bag and brought downstairs to a central location until it was transported to the sheriff's office.
In the central location, where was that?
In the kitchen.
And you left it there alone?
No.
In the kitchen by the pound cake. Just want to make this.
Of course, it was by the pound.
Where did you leave it?
Of course.
When I first brought it downstairs, Officer Cooley was sitting at a counter and I asked him to keep an eye on it while I continued the search.
Okay, and did he keep an eye on it?
As far as I know, yes.
What do you mean as far as you know?
I mean, I wasn't there the entire time. I went on to continue searching the residence, then come back down.
But wouldn't he be in the chain of custody?
Yeah.
So did he sign the evidence bag?
No, I didn't. He wasn't in charge of.
So he didn't sign the chain of custody, right? That's the takeaway here, guys. They put the money in a bag. He says here's what's kind of interesting, because you heard him say how he recounted the money, but then later on he says, no, I just counted it one time. So he contradicts, this guy contradicts himself several times. Okay. So
What's
now,
he hiding?
well, that's the thing, right? So they didn't seal the bag before they left the premise. So who knows what happened? Who knows who had control of all the stuff that they took into custody, right? And so that's a problem. That's because the whole thing, whenever you're going to go forward with any kind of a trial, is you have to have a clear chain of custody, right? Any of you guys that have ever watched any of these criminal shows or whatever, they've talked about chain of custody, right? You've got to have a clear, concise, so that they can say, yes, when this was taken and it was in our possession, and so they know exactly whose hands touched it, the whole thing, right? And if that chain of custody is broken at any point in time, then all of a sudden now that evidence is tainted, right? And so it'll get thrown out. Now, so one of the things that and I'll probably have to fast forward a little bit here. I'm not sure exactly. I think it's like right in here, maybe. This guy is questioned. So this is the guy that they quote had a independent person come in to do an audit, and all they did was this person supposedly watched the body cam footage to try to ascertain, was the money just miscounted? And there really only was $4,600, not the $5,000, and there wasn't any $4,000. And that's what their independent auditor came up with, that it was just a miscount, right? And there never was any. Okay, exactly, right? But here's the problem. They never, ever, ever did a corrective. Like, you could go in and they could do, like, let's call it a corrective inventory, right? Where they could say, okay, to correct the record on what was actually taken in. They never, ever did that either. They never corrected the record. They never did anything. So as far as the court system, right? As far as the court system is concerned, they took $5,000 out of this man's home and only returned $4,600 of it, right? Yep. And so that pissed him off. And so that's when he started making the songs that he made. He's made several of them. about this whole situation. And that's what got these deputy sheriffs and stuff really like upset, pissed off, because he was mocking them and making fun of them. People in the community were mocking and making fun of him, right, and laughing at him, right. Mm-hmm. And they supposedly asked him to stop and to take him down. But the problem was they never went through the legal channels. They never put a cease and desist in place. They never sent any kind of legal notification saying, hey, you need to stop this or anything like that, right? So I don't even think they ever produced any type of tangible evidence that other than that, well, we asked him to. It's a trust me, bro. It's a trust me, bro situation, right? And
also too,
yeah,
just to point it out, I watched because like obviously this is a very popular topic to cover on TikTok.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
one of the ones that I came across my For You page.
Yeah,
they point out, if these were well liked members of the community, they would not have been made fun of as much as they were by everyone. So clearly, these people had a reputation.
Yeah, and so in the lawsuit, they were asserting that they were called thieves, they were called other various names and stuff, and that's why they were going after him. This guy here in particular alleges that Afroman was calling him one of them, how do you say it, PDF files. But Afroman wasn't calling him a PDF file, right? And this is going to get shown
with the crime. Okay.
Yeah, after the fact. I've been asked about.
Oh, let me back up.
Brother that worked in law enforcement?
Yes.
Oh, this is good.
Honorably from the military in 2015?
Correct.
Okay. So this is where he brings up the brother, this guy's brother, who was in law enforcement. And we'll get into this, but the brother was the one that was messing with kids, right?
Oh.
Yeah. And that's what Afroman brought out and stuff and tied him to this guy, right? And so then it was, so, how people are, guilt by association. Well, it's your brother, so it's the whole family, It's moronic, but that's what happens.
You said this job was exciting.
Yeah.
What do you mean by exciting?
So, like I said, when I left the military, I wanted a career that would be not mundane, but kind of like an exciting, something new type of career, such as law enforcement.
Okay. And you've been called derogatory names before, correct?
Yes.
Significant derogatory names, correct?
Yes.
And that's by members of the public, correct?
Yes.
And that was prior to 2022, correct?
Yes.
And you mentioned you have some brothers. Do you have a brother that worked in law enforcement?
Yes.
Was he the chief of People's?
He was.
Police? Why did he leave?
Why does it matter?
Your Honor, it has been brought up because one of the images has William Newland, and as you...
So this was another thing that I honestly, I did not understand. This judge interrupts a lot of this guy's cross-examination because this guy was originally called by the plaintiffs, right? And I'm not going to really show any of that interaction because it's I'll be honest with you, it's boring. This guy, he gets spicy with him, which you would expect your defense attorney to do to be very proactive and defending your client. But like the judge would interrupt like this all the time, and I was like, okay, I could see the plaintiffs, because this was a civil, right? This wasn't a criminal case. This was civil. So I could see that the attorney for the plaintiffs in this case would object and stuff, but he never really did. The judge was always doing it and interrupting him and asking him, things. And I found that a little bit peculiar, but there again, I have not really watched too many civil cases. I think the only really civil cases I really paid attention to back in the day was the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp trial, right? But those guys were constantly interrupting and objecting back and forth, right? So the judge more or less was, would just do rulings. This guy was actually interrupting, which I found a little bit strange, but maybe it's normal. I don't know.
You read through the post actually talks about Mr. Newland leaving the police department, so therefore I am building a foundation to show the truth of what statements are in there.
Is that the reference to the plaintiff's picture?
It's a reference to one of his exhibits. Yes, give me a second, I'll tell you which exhibit.
You don't refer to the exhibit, I get where you're going, so you can keep going.
I'll re-ask the question. Why did your brother leave the People's Police Department?
he was charged with some kind of crime through Adams County Prosecutor's Office. He was
some kind of crime.
Yeah,
Some kind of crime. What? Do you work for locale, pal?
That's crazy. This guy is still he no longer actually works for the sheriff's department that conducted the raid. He's moved on and actually got a pay raise, right? But
Yeah.
okay, I have two brothers. Okay, if one of my brothers was charged with a crime, right? I'm pretty sure I would know what the crime was and what was going on, right? Matter of fact, I would be right there in the jury, or not the jury, but in we call it the room, watching the trial in support of my brother, right? This cat here, yeah, I got a brother. Well, but he could start, some kind of crime, but I don't, you know, I don't.
I don't know anything about that.
I don't know anything. He's only my brother, but I really don't know anything about it. And it's listen to this idiot.
Then he resigned or quit sometime during the process.
And it is a fair statement to say it involved minor children?
I really don't know anything about the investigation.
Okay.
Bullshit.
Holy shit. Okay.
I don't recall the investigation.
You are in law enforcement. You cannot tell. You were a cop when this happened. You cannot tell me you did not know what your brother was being charged with and was subsequently convicted of. Go ahead.
Isn't it a crime to lie in the courtroom, people?
It is. Yeah, you're under oath. You cannot. When you get in this little box here, and the attorney or the judge, whatever, is talking, asking you questions, you cannot lie. That's called perjury. You can go to jail for that shit.
Yes, sir.
Put him right in with his brother. Maybe not way down there, but yeah.
Anyway, let's go on here.
About your brother's crime he was charged with.
Just what I've seen on Jail Tracker in the past.
So you're not close to your brother?
I'm not, no.
Okay. Are you close to your family?
Why not? Why?
Why not?
Well, hang on. Listen to what he says. Listen to what his answer is to this guy. He's shady as shit. Listen to what he says.
What I've seen on Jail Tracker in the past.
So you're not close to your brother?
I'm not, no.
Okay.
Does he say I'm not no or I'm not now?
I'm not no.
Okay. I'm not no. Okay. So anyway, so he's not close with his brother who was convicted and is serving time. I suspect, I don't know if he's still serving time or if he's out now, whatever, that's irrelevant. But the point of that is, well, I think they get into it here.
Are you close to your family then?
Yeah, most of my family.
Then why not your brother who's in law enforcement?
Well, we were both in the Army at the same time, separate parts of the world. We kind of got close again, and then once this, his issues happened, we kind of drifted apart again.
What issues?
So you drifted apart one.
What issues?
So hang on. Now, I don't know if you guys have siblings or not, right? But typically siblings grow up together in a house. And, relationships some can be tighter than others, right? Because they get along well. Some of them can be a little bit, what's the word I'm looking for? Tenuous at times. Maybe there's a little bit of unresolved issues between them, whatever. But to say, well, he was in one part of the world, I was in another part. How long was you in the Army, dude? You don't look like you're over like 26, 27 years of age. You don't look like you're that damn. So it means you could not have been in the Army that damn long. You were separated, what, maybe 4? What'd you do, like a hitch in the military? So that's like 4 years. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you done a 4-year period of time, you and your brother drifted apart and bullshit. Bullshit. I don't buy it for a second. Now, you want to distance himself because of what he was convicted of? Okay. I'll give you that. But I don't buy this bullshit.
Once he had a criminal problem.
Correct.
Let's talk about that. Has anybody asked you about that prior to 2022 when he was charged?
No.
No one asked you about your brother?
I'm sorry. Like before he was charged and it came out to everybody? No.
Before he
So
stuttered.
no one asked you about your brother being charged with a crime?
Yeah.
Yeah, after the fact. I've been asked about.
When was the first time you were asked about it then?
It would have been shortly after he was charged or arrested. It was all a complete surprise to me.
And that was prior to Mr. Foreman's video and post, correct?
What was the surprise?
I believe.
Well,
I believe so.
Okay, so all right, I can believe that he didn't know what his brother was doing. And would have been in what
Yeah,
could have
but
come.
clearly, if he can remember all this, he's beating around the bush here, and I
Sure.
want him to just get to
Well,
the fucking point.
The problem, what the attorney, said, hey, well, prior to 2022, did everybody ever question you, talk to you about your brother who was, and he's like, before it happened, so he's trying, I don't know if he's just really this dumb or if he's trying to rope-a-dope the attorney. I think it's a combination of the two. I think he's kind of dumb. And, I think he's trying to, what I think he's trying, I think what he's trying to do is he's trying to get ahead of the attorney. He's trying to, in his mind, see where this attorney is going so that he can answer to or puts him in the best possible light. And and I think that's what he's trying to do. And that's why he's tripping up over shit.
So, yeah.
So now you've said people have treated you differently since Mr. Foreman's post.
Yes.
So people come and ask you about your brother. Did they treat you differently because of that?
It was just on a smaller scale. I was asked about it, and then that was it. It wasn't shared, and I wasn't putting music videos and everything else because of that reason.
But your brother's criminal charge and everything was in the front page of the local newspaper, correct?
Yeah.
So everybody in Adams County knew that your brother was charged.
Correct.
And so did people treat you differently at that time?
No.
Not at all?
No.
Do you believe that? Do you believe that if a prominent person within law enforcement was charged with inappropriate activities with minors, do you think that people did not treat him differently because of that?
1,000% did. For sure.
No, yeah.
Especially
if it's a small community.
You're an Ohioan, right, Nerdy? You live in Ohio. So tell me, do Ohioans look unfavorably on that type of shit? I would think so. I mean,
especially if you're in the areas where they don't like cops in general. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't buy this. I don't buy this statement that people didn't treat him differently. Right now, I will say a bigger spotlight was shined on him and his family because of what actions they took, right? So,
but it was all public information. Afroman didn't reveal anything that was private. It was all publicly available.
This was all stuff that was readily publicly available. That's exactly right.
Why didn't they treat you differently?
That'd be a question for them.
Okay. What do you because they knew you?
Why they treat you different? Well, I don't know. That you'd have to ask them why they were treating me different. This guy refuses to. Oh God, this guy's he's
since he said he doesn't know, you shouldn't ask that question. Strike it.
We'll strike the question. Move on.
See, again, that's the judge saying, "Well, you're asked that you shouldn't ask that question." We'll strike it. And the judge and the attorney's like, "Strike it if you want." I mean,
Anybody smell bacon? I smell bacon.
You smell bacon? It's frying up, ain't it? This is gonna
yeah.
We're gonna have some crispy ass bacon for this all shit's all said and done.
See, that would be a classic example of testimony from the lawyer. Not the witness who said he doesn't know. Go ahead.
If you don't know if they treated you differently when your brother was on the front page of the paper, how do you know that your treatment today, or as you've testified to, was due solely to Mr. Foreman?
Well, prior to this, nobody called me a pedophile. Prior to this, there was nothing published about me being a pedophile. Prior to this, nobody asked me if I was molesting my own 3-year-old son.
What about the officer?
Oh, they got more aggressive.
Yeah. I don't know what the hell this is. This just showed up. No.
Did the officers that you work with at Norwood put up a picture or an image of Mr. Foreman on your computer?
Yes.
Did you ask them to take it down?
No.
Did they think it was funny?
Yes.
This guy goes to work for another police department, and he comes in. What's the first thing they do to him? Hang up a picture of Afroman on his computer for him to see.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think, just possibly, they're like, dude, don't come up here with this bullshit. We don't need your bullshit up in here. You know what I'm saying?
They made it very clear that, listen, we didn't want you, but you're forced upon us.
Yeah. Do you think these cops that done all this shit, there's 7 of them, by the way, do you think they got a little stench on them now? And do you think that they could get a job at another law enforcement agency in the state of Ohio? Well, maybe anywhere, honestly, because this is
Probably
made
nowhere.
this is made like national news at this point.
Oh
Right?
yeah, I mean, thousands of people on TikTok are talking about this. People are laughing at them
Oh
all
God.
over the place.
I don't know how many people that I've seen on this made videos about this. There were a couple of lawyers, not like the big name ones like Emily D. Baker or those guys were not covering this, but there was a few smaller channels that are lawyers that was watching and covering and stuff. So yeah, this has been covered. This has been, Kino Casino covered it. All right.
Hell yeah.
And everybody knows that Kino is everywhere. So,
And they're in law enforcement?
Yes.
Do they think any different of you because of this?
I don't know.
They don't treat you differently?
I work with them, but I don't really associate with them. I go there and I do my job and I come home.
okay.
He has no friends.
Dude, hang on. You go there, they hang up a picture of Afroman on your computer. And he asks you, did they treat you any different? I don't know. Well, I don't know. I don't really associate with him. Was he out here? What is he out here like Lone Wolf McQuaid or some shit?
He's a renegade cop. He gets the job done. God. Exactly, Kanga. This dude is 100% felted.
When you interviewed for the Norwood Police Department, they never held anything Mr. Foreman said against you?
I don't believe so, no.
Would it be fair to say it did not affect your professional career then?
Oh, it absolutely did.
How so?
Even if I move locations from Adams County to Cincinnati or to Los Angeles, people still ask if I'm a pedophile. People still ask me what it's about. People still ask me if I'm a thief.
But the people you work with do not ask that, correct?
They don't ask me, I know.
When you were interviewed, your future employer never asked you that question.
No.
So then when you say it damaged your reputation, you're only referring to people in the public, correct?
No. That's just what people in the public is what I know. And maybe people do have bias against me, in law enforcement. I don't know.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
You don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, exactly. How do you go sit there and say he damaged my career? If you left the agency you were at and it was going to another agency, they didn't bring it up and they hired your goofy looking ass.
With a pay raise, right?
With a pay raise, exactly. He got a pay raise. So how did it affect your career?
Listen, I think we all know this, okay? People who hate cops don't need excuses to hate cops or say stuff about cops.
No.
They'll just say stuff about you because you're a cop.
And here's the sad thing about all this. Like I said, I have the utmost respect for law enforcement. There's a lot of really good, police officers, both male and female, out there doing the job day in and day out, and they put their lives on the line day in and day out. But then you have a small percentage, and I don't think it's a very large one. It's a small percentage nationwide, as far as you take all law enforcement agents, that are morons, that are ego. They're just morons, and they're just incompetent, right? Mm-hmm. And they give the rest of the police officers out there this huge bad reputation because you have just a small percentage that's just, and I just, man, this guy, like I said, I think this guy, I'm not going to say he is not telling the truth, but he is very creatively skirting telling the complete truth. He's like just tiptoeing to a certain and then backing off. So at least that's just my thoughts.
Were you ever passed up for promotion because of this?
Not that I'm aware of.
Mm-hmm. Were you ever disciplined because of this?
No.
And remember, this whole lawsuit, guys, I don't know if I mentioned this before or not, this whole lawsuit is solely defamation and slander. Okay. And so for it to be defamation and slander, as which was what the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial was about, was defamation and slander. You have to show, if you're suing for defamation and slander, you have to show where it cost you money, where you lost money because of it, right?
Sounds like he made money.
This joker made money, and he's suing for defamation and slander. And the other thing that counters defamation and slander, right, is the truth. That's the thing about it is God, this goes, no, I don't think they looked at me differently. Then how did it affect your career? Well, the people in the public don't matter.
Mm-hmm.
They're not the ones that's hiring and firing you. Whoever the sheriff is hiring and firing you. Right?
Right.
And you agree, while you're out in the
Afroman
public, people are
himself
seeing.
didn't call him a pedophile. Just talked about his brother who was
Yeah.
charged with statutory rape.
Yeah. Well, in this thing here, I think if I remember right, he called him baby making whatever. I don't think he ever called him that. I think that the public at large, because of his brother, hung that around his neck. But like you said, they were doing it prior to this ever happened with Afroman, but just not to the degree. So, that kind of goes to show you that the bias was already out there. Afroman just exposed it to a wider audience. And again, they went to his house. They kicked in his doors. They destroyed his property. And allegedly, $400 came up missing. Right? And so he started making songs and selling shirts at his concerts to try to recoup the $400 and to pay for the damage, because the sheriff's department refused to pay for the repairs to his house, which I think is some bullshit.
Seeing you perform your law enforcement duties?
Yes.
They probably could
And
have
based upon
avoided
what
a
they see,
lot
they
of this
will
if they
make-
just paid for the damages.
Yeah, I think they probably would have went a long ways. I think it went a long ways.
Comments about you, correct?
Yes.
So how you perform your duties reflects on your reputation?
Yes.
And you've testified in the courtroom before, correct?
Yes.
Have you ever testified in a civil case before?
No.
Have you ever testified in a civil case that involved the duties of a police officer before?
No.
Okay, I
You've had
think
citizens comment.
Okay, I think that's
This
about
guy
all.
sounds like Ricky Berwick.
He does a little bit, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Was this? Hang on here. Let me see something. Okay. So this was this next one we're going to watch is day 2. Now I have to be real careful with this one, because this deputy, she the song he made about her was called, oh Lord, hang on here. Let me look at this. Let me find it here. It was Lick 'em Low Lisa or something like that.
My goodness.
And what?
Well, Afroman was never known for subtlety.
Where in the world? Why is his channel not coming up? Did I type in?
Chat, this is your reminder to stay hydrated. Drink water.
Yes.
Brought to you by Peepaw.
And hit that like button.
Yeah, and subscribers and all that stuff.
And if you're already subscribed, hit the button again.
Yeah, make sure you
Unsubscribe.
Okay, here we go. Videos. Yeah, Lick 'em Low Lisa. The video is 13 minutes and 45 seconds long. And it's all a music video, the entire thing. And this was the first time really that, I mean, he was a little bit spicy with that first, deputy that was brought up to, was in whatever. This one here, they played that song in its entirety during the trial,
I
right?
haven't heard that song yet.
Well, I ain't playing it.
Oh, fuck.
Dude, you'll have to go play it on your own time.
I will.
It's pretty
I'll do a
graphic. It's pretty freaking graphic. I'll just be honest with you. And I couldn't show I don't know how he got that video on YouTube and kept up, unless it's just because it's a music video. And so they get a little bit different. Yeah. Because there is some, I'm going to use the term simulated. I'm not so sure that it was simulated, if you know what I mean. Love scenes between two women. One of the women, the actresses that he got, was a lookalike of this detective or this deputy here that I'm fixing to bring up on screen. Now, I'm probably going to wind up getting claimed because I think the music's playing a little bit. But I want you to, so she's been questioned here for a little while. You can see here, I think they bring her up. That's telling of Opie getting, they bring her up. So you can see she's been on the stand for a while here. This was how brutal this was. Watch this.
Oh my God, she's getting Vietnam flashbacks.
Dude, it gets worse. It gets worse. Like, it gets to like the snot bubble type crying. You know what I'm talking about, right? When you were a kid, and your mom or dad, whooped your hind end, and you're sitting over crying and whatever, and you got snot running down, and all of a sudden they say, "You better hush, or I'll give you something to cry about." And then you just go,
and you're a little bitch, I was mad.
Yeah, I bet you were. Were.
I held it together, composed, took it like a champ. Anyway.
I bet you did. But anyway,
Look at some of the comments.
Yeah. But you see, they played the entire video, and she's sitting there squalling and bawling about it, and just, exactly having war flashbacks, Kanga. Yeah, she's traumatized. This is still the video playing, guys. Okay.
I was upset. I would never shoot you, or I would never punch you.
Oh God, what is this? Oh, this is on that's still the video. Still the video. Okay, here we go.
Oh my God.
Just imagine being in that courtroom. You have to do everything you can to contain your laughter.
There's Afroman, and I don't know. Is it? Yeah. Okay. So chat's not showing up, but guys, you can see the chat. Do you see who this is? You see who's in chat?
I do.
That's right. Our boy Milltown. Milltown Best was in the chat, live chat with this stuff going on. I see him in there piping off and shit. I was like, damn, Milltown. But anyway. Woo! That's an ugly cry right there. That's an ugly, ugly cry. Come on.
Holy shit.
Think about maybe she's a selfish lover and she doesn't like the idea of people thinking that she likes pussy.
What's that? Hang on. Oh no, I licked pussy and someone sung about it. I heard Milltown likes to feed his brother and sister-in-law. Seth, don't get that crap going again. Jeez.
For legal purposes, that is Seth making those comments, not Peepaw.
Good Lord.
For testimony, we can talk about other matters, but not for direct.
Understood, Judge. Thank you.
We'll start at 8:15 tomorrow, and you can have your 15 or so then.
Yeah, so that was another thing. This guy here, we're going.
That video. That bitch's fucking snot rocket was sniffing right next to my fucking ear, and I don't want to hear that shit.
Knowing
Wow.
that listen, you telling me that and telling me how much of distress that gave you actually makes me happy. Thank you for that. I want to thank you, Toxic. I needed that.
I hope you have a long Friday.
I'm not.
Damn.
I hope you run out of weed. How about that?
Whoa there, pal. You didn't have to go like, come on.
I think I kind of did.
Come on.
I think I kind of did.
Could have said anything else.
Well, hang on. The judge has a look in his eyes of someone who was forced to watch people up.
Ooh.
Damn. Shots fired.
Ooh.
Okay. Okay.
If you all ever played like a Telltale game before, you know how in the corner it'll say this character will remember that.
Oh no!
You
What
probably
happened?
still remember that.
Oh, does Seth get timed out? Oh,
no.
damn,
No.
Seth! Damn! Oh, now you don't have to. Now you're not forced to watch Peepaw live.
Oh.
I believe one wise Tommy C once told Doug, upper right corner, click.
How about I'll make it easier? Hit your Alt key and F4.
That's too many buttons.
You couldn't find Alt
Very
key.
scary. Too many buttons.
Bitch, I'll show you I can find the Alt key.
All right, so let's watch this yoker. This guy was pretty funny too.
That caused you to leave the sheriff's department.
It had to do with the handling of this case.
Can you tell me what fact about you that receding hairline or dipshit refers to, please?
I'm sorry?
What?
I'm sorry. Did you say I have a? Oh, I'm say, sir. Did you say I have a receding hairline?
Yeah, I imagine he's not mad about the dipshit comment. He's mad about the receding hairline comment.
Excuse me.
What private fact?
What are you talking about? I have golden locks.
Exactly. I was just at my barber yesterday.
I mean, there's a picture of me, and see here, talking about
Today, Junior. Today, this guy talks.
Like you.
No, I'm contemplating what to do with Seth.
I wouldn't trust him with methamphetamine crack ass alone in my house.
So
I find that pretty insulting.
So that statement is what you're suing on.
Well, no. I told you this is one of many.
Well, and that's why we're trying to
You
find.
keep trying to make it singular. I'm telling you it's not singular, it's plural.
Okay, and so one of them is dipshit, one is receding hairline,
Yep.
and the other is meth heads.
Yes.
Is there any more?
Well, when he's sitting there making accusations against the organization that I, at that time, was working for, destroying community trust, all based off of a lie, that's what ultimately stopped.
And that's community trust in the Adams County Sheriff's Department, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, this is good.
What was plaintiff's exhibit 5.
Okay.
I unfortunately don't do technology very well. But this was plaintiff's exhibit 5. You said this was referring to you. Where's your picture in this?
I said, you asked me earlier.
Where's your picture
No,
of this?
no. You asked me earlier.
Your Honor, I'd ask the witness to answer the question.
Okay.
You can clarify if there's reason.
Okay. Okay.
Is your picture in this post?
No.
Is that a picture of your father?
Yes.
So this actually pertains more to your father than you?
Correct.
So the statement, one of the statements that he's upset about and he's suing about wasn't even about him. It's about his daddy. And I can understand being upset about someone talking about your daddy. Whatever. But you don't get to lump that in and say this is one of the reasons.
Yeah.
That
That's
looks like he's been through 2 divorces. He looks like his dinner is like day old pizza.
I think it's worse than that, Nerdy.
Oh, like day old Chinese food.
I think you're looking at a 40-year-old virgin.
You feeling some lunch, Lees?
He could still be eating day old pizza. That, is neither here nor there. But yeah. So that's about all for that one. Let's see what.
That's a man who stares at the mirror for a while. That's a man who contemplates his life choices.
This here, what we're fixing to watch next, guys, is the closing statement being made now. And guys, this is the plaintiff's attorney making these talking about. This is wild. I'm going to warn you. There is some vulgar language that's fixing to be used.
Oh boy. Will my Christian ears be able to handle it?
Maybe. We'll see.
Mr. Foreman also targeted Deputy Randy Walters for special treatment. In several videos seen by thousands of people, Mr. Foreman declares, "I used to fuck his wife. I used to fuck his wife doggy style." His
Your attorney is sitting there addressing the jury. And he said, yeah, he talked about fucking his wife, my client's wife,
doggy style.
Jeez. Oh, you know what I did? I screwed up. We didn't even get to the whole point of this thing. Here, let me get there. We're going to back up a second, guys. I almost robbed you. And I am not a robber of content. This is the most important part of this whole stream is right here.
Do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? As this, you shall answer unto God.
I do.
Thank you. You can proceed.
See, I may have to, I'm not sure who. Okay.
Thank you. Would you introduce yourself, please?
Sean Cooley,
How is Sean spelled?
SHAWN.
Thank you.
And Mr. Cooley, are you currently employed?
No, sir, I'm retired from the sheriff's office.
When did you retire from the sheriff's office?
I originally retired in 2014. The sheriff, then Kimmy Rogers, asked me to come back a couple times. So eventually I did, and I worked up until about 2 months ago.
So up until 2 months ago, you were back as a deputy sheriff?
Yeah, I started out as a part-time deputy, and then as their manpower dropped, I went ahead and took a full-time position to help them for a while.
And that's here in Adams County, correct?
Yes, sir, it is.
When did you begin with the sheriff's department? Sheriff's office?
It would have been late 80s, early 90s.
Okay, long time ago.
Long time ago, yes.
Do you have family here in Adams County?
Yes, sir, I
Okay,
do.
that's enough of all that. I want to get to
Adams
the.
County.
Merchandise, sweatshirt.
Are there any other examples that you can think of as you sit here today of ways that these posts about being a thief have affected you in a negative way?
One of the things that really kind of upset me, I was doing an investigation as a detective, and I had to go all the way up to eastern Ohio on the Pennsylvania border. And when I walked into the deputy's room up there to talk to them, They all knew me, all knew that I'd been called a thief, lemon pound cake.
That's right, guys. This is pound cake. This is the lemon pound cake guy. The whole listen to this testimony this guy gives. This is hilarious.
It's everywhere. You can't. I mean, you can go anywhere, and if people recognize you, they start that stuff, whether they're being sarcastic or what. But
And has your image, your face been posted on some of these posts along with, or in the context of the thief accusation?
what, according to he has posted my image, yes, several times on the internet. He's sold merchandise, sweatshirts, T-shirts, things of that nature, at all of his venues. They were, matter of fact, they were for sale at a smoke shop here in town.
Those are all of my questions. Thank you.
Thank you.
This is the most attention Afroman's gotten in decades, by the way.
Oh yeah.
That's hilarious.
So here comes the defense attorney, and he plays the pound cake song for this guy. This is boy. There's our hero.
99-cent sticker.
Hang on, is this where they? I think they were okay. They were having some sort of a conference or whatever. Sidebar.
You can go ahead with Defense Exhibit D.
Yes. I don't think we'll have to stop this one, so we can play.
Let's eliminate all doubt.
I'll ask a couple of questions. So, Mr.
Apple
Cooley,
products, am I right?
Sean, you were.
I don't know if it was Apple or if it was but anyway, the mouse was not a standard Apple mouse. I'll put it that way.
Called Officer Pound Cake by Mr. Foreman?
Multiple times.
You were
received hundreds of pound cakes at work.
That sounds like heaven. I think you would have been happy.
Hundreds of pound cakes at work. Well, that should have been. I mean, a pound cake is kind of. It's round, kind of like a donut. So you know.
Yeah.
And who?
Or go donate them. I don't know, to some
food bank,
shelter,
homeless shelter, something like that. Yeah.
I bet they just threw them away like a piece of shit.
Probably. John, Nerdy.
Yes.
Do you like a good slice of pound cake on any given day?
Actually, no.
You don't like pound cake? You must be un-American. Toxic? I probably don't even have to ask you. Right? I'm pretty sure I know you eat pound cake.
Yes, I will.
Yeah.
I'll eat any cake.
My wife made a pound cake this last weekend, and we enjoyed it quite well. It was very lovely.
What kind of pound cake?
It's they just call it Aunt CJ pound cake because it was a pound cake that I guess her aunt made, and it doesn't really it's just a pound cake. I don't but it's so stinking moist. It's got coconut cream and eggs and I don't know what all. Oh, I'm not sure what all she puts in it. And of course, it's got a cake mix, but it is good. It is so good. God, it was such a good cake. Pound cake.
From different people.
Okay.
Hundreds of pound cakes.
The context of that name comes from a music video that Mr. Foreman created, correct?
I don't know where he got it at, but you'd have to ask him that question.
Okay. Well, I'm going to play what's marked Defense Exhibit D. I'd like you to watch this.
Okay.
This may get me in trouble here. I may have to mute it here because he plays the pound cake song.
Oh.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
And it's not a Mac, by the way. It's a Windows. I'm gonna fast forward here.
It is the
Fuck you, people!
What?
Fuck you!
Hang on, what did Mikey say? Pound cake. Exactly. Pound that cake. Thank you, Mikey, for the $1.99. I appreciate it, bud.
And you're watching it right now, and you're looking at it.
Yes.
And you're walking outside now.
Okay.
The person's following you.
I think that may have been all
Now,
of
I think
that.
it'd be a fair statement to say you didn't watch that money the entire time that Brian Newland left it in your possession, correct?
No, you are correct. But you can also hear me telling the deputy, keep an eye on that money. If you want to play
Which
it back.
deputy was that?
I don't know. I have no idea, but you can.
You don't know.
See.
All right, so now there's yet a third person in the chain of custody, and their name wasn't listed either. So this guy is, he may be, I don't know about that pound boy. I just, so anyway, there was a 3-day trial from beginning to end. And on, when was this? So yesterday evening, the jury came back with a verdict, and this was what was rendered.
With regard to decorum, I don't expect any responses from anybody. It's been an emotional case. It's been a well-tried case. The lawyers did what they should do. The parties.
Emotional. Oh, I forgot.
Emotional.
We had the crying deputy. Yeah.
See what they should do. I just want to remind everybody that how the verdict comes out isn't something of public comment. So if you have an emotional attachment to the verdict, don't express it. Wait till you get out of the building before you
don't
want to hear
let your emotions out.
Keep your yapper shut. We don't want to hear it.
Yeah. Keep your powder dry. You know?
You guys can't see the chat, but it says, "Come on, Judge Ito." Now you have to be owed to know who that is. And I don't know.
Was that your generation's Judge Judy?
No, that was the name of the judge who presided over the O.J. Simpson trial. Judge Ito.
Next guest.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. So I was pretty sure you two, unless you're just you have a vast knowledge of pop culture, but I was pretty sure the only one, if Trippy Savage had been in chat, he would have known who Judge Ito was, because he's an old fart like me. So
fucking
Neon would have known.
Question a century.
Yeah. Jesus, dude.
Holy shit.
Come on, Grandpa. Let's go.
So the verdict forms are properly executed and properly completed. Copies will be made available to the parties.
Jesus, we got to look through the shit again? God dang. Fuck McFly. He is. Some bitch is looking through the shit again. I don't think he wants to give the verdict. I don't think he wants to give he wants the cops to win.
You think so?
Frick yeah.
Yeah.
And the chat over here during the live, what's this here?
Fuck you, Peepaw. Fuck you.
I want that mic. Hang on, I want that people. I don't have a pound cake. Shut the. You boy, I'm gonna put your ass in timeout.
I think he wants a pound cake.
You, Peepaw.
What the hell did I do? Oh, I pushed the wrong button.
In all
Son of a bitch.
circumstances,
See what you did? You got me flustered and I'm pushing wrong. Damn.
in all circumstances, the jury finds in favor of the defendant. No plaintiff verdict prevailed. So the matter will be.
He looked like he almost had a tear in his eye. Did you see that?
Yeah.
What? He was.
In all circumstances, the jury finds in favor of the defendant. No plaintiff verdict.
He said he wants to run into their arms and embrace them and tell, I'm sorry.
He wants to be there for them.
The only pack of wood I see
What if they
that's
had dirt on him?
the only pack of wood I see that's being emotional during this reading is you.
Prevail. So the matter will be concluded with defense verdicts. Thank you, Mr. Klingler. Thank you, Mr. Osborne. Thank you to the court staff and the Sheriff's Department for security in the building. And we'll go ahead and stand in adjournment.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You gotta love Afroman suit, by the way. You gotta love it.
Yeah. Patriotic as hell. Patriotic as hell. Now, yeah. So this is a
Fuck you, Peepaw! Fuck you!
thank you for the $2, Mikey.
Peepaw,
Yes.
I think you should do a pound cake stream.
A pound cake? What do you mean?
I think you should make a pound cake on stream and consume it while you watch videos.
No.
Why?
No. Hear me out, Peepaw. We commission an artist to make a pound cake emote for you.
Uh-huh. No. No. I'm not really a baker. I'm not really a baker. I mean, when you start making, that's baking. Dude, I don't have a way to set up what do you think I'm running? Like a kitchen? I got a phone.
Yeah. You can make a little ghetto setup.
Yeah.
People would watch.
No. How about that?
We call it baking with Peepaw.
Baking with
Yeah.
Peepaw. Okay. All right.
Peepaw's pots and pans.
Ooh, there you go.
No. So, hang on here. I got the wrong thing. Hang on a second, guys. Let me get the right thing up here. Okay, here we go. So, this guy, the facts dude, tweeted out, says, now Afroman celebrates right outside of Adams County Courthouse. After winning big in his defamation trial, Afroman wins in a unanimous fashion, defending his First Amendment rights against the Adams County Sheriff's Department. Officers pound cake, lick him up, police said the boys better have their Kleenexes ready because this man's about to drop some bombs. And so this is what Afroman had to say. Right on!
God bless America! Yeah! Power to the people!
Look at that coke.
Yeah!
You know what? I'm thinking Afroman needs to run for office.
Okay.
I think no, stay with me.
Dude, for a local Ohio election, I will vote for him.
No, I think he should run for president. And stay with me here. Okay, let me cook. We have had the last 3 presidents that we've had has promised us to remove the federal law against marijuana. Okay,
it's true.
Trump in his first term did. Biden talked about doing it. Trump's in the second term. He didn't legalize it, but he got it dropped down as far as level of classification, right? So that's a step, but it wasn't big enough, in my opinion. I'm telling you, we get Afroman in as president, everybody getting pound cake and everybody getting stoned because he will have it legalized that quick.
You think Trump's going to endorse him? He's like, the great Afroman.
Exactly. 100%.
He made because I got high. Quite frankly, inspirational music. And I think he should be the next president of these here United States. Forget about Vance. It's all about Afroman now.
Yeah.
President Afroman. Yeah. I like the ring. I like the sound of that.
Yeah, that's good. I'm serious, man. I would like, let's just go. Let me just go take a look at something to see.
I can't wait for the 2036 election. Afroman versus Mr. Beast versus Jake Paul. It's going to be great.
Oh my God.
That's not. I won't. Wrong Afroman. You stupid.
Social Blade's racist.
Afroman topic.
Copy his yeah, that might help.
I bet you that's what it is. Yeah, here we go. This just yeah.
That would be a great national anthem.
So this is Social Blade for Afroman's channel, right? If you go out here and you look, right? Starting this past week with the trial, so right, all of a sudden, look here, 2.6 million views.
Goodness.
2,000 new subscribers to his channel. And I know Social Blade and how accurate it is, whatever, right? Then he got 219,000, 713,000, 635. His daily average, right, basically in the last, well, it's not even full month, is up 344,000. His weekly average is up 595,000. And he's had over 10 million plays in the last 30 days. So they just basically jump-started Afroman's second career.
Yep.
And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm okay with that. I don't have a problem with that. So he's now over 1 million subs. Afroman is on his YouTube channel. And, according to vidIQ on his channel, you can see right here, according to vidIQ, he's had over 4 million views just in the last 7 days. Here's some of the videos that he like. This was just put out 6 days ago, and it's got 400,000. Freedom of speech, 90,000, and then you have to lemon pound cake was a year ago, 191,000. Let's see, where is it? Will you fix
I think
my
Afroman? He should revive the parody music scene.
Kind of like Weird Al or something.
Yeah, he should be like the modern Weird Al. You know, no one cares about Weird Al anymore, really, besides old people. But like Afroman could bring that back. You know, that'd be cool.
Possibly. So anyway, but freedom of speech. The jury ruled that, that these guys were public figures and therefore they are subject to scrutiny. They are subject to.
I haven't really seen anyone mad about it, so it's like finally something that seemingly most people are on the same page about.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see if the Corrine's going to have an opinion on this. He's going to be like, listen, those cops are doing their job. They were just doing their job.
God. He'll be torn. Well, no, he just likes to drink. I don't think he
keeps
indulges.
promising that he's going to stop drinking, but he never does.
He never does. Jeez. Golly. Anyway. But so like I said, I've been following this. It was just 26. So I've been following this thing for like 4 years. And and then when this came up and stuff, I was like, man, they're going to. We covered it. I covered it on Clear as Mud Sunday, and you filled in, right? Was it right? Toxic?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
Saturday.
where and that's where so we talked about it there, and then we did we didn't talk about that on the Are You Stable? By the way, if you missed it, did a stream Sunday with Toxic and Nietzsche. New podcast, Are You Stable? It's kind of like this. It's kind of like this. It's kind of what?
I said it's stable enough, you fuckwit.
I don't know if it's stable enough or not to
Holy shit.
Co-host.
Holy shit, people. How do you not know the name of the podcast?
What podcast?
Oh my God.
What?
Clear as Come. Clear as Come on Saturdays, guys. Catch Clear as Come on Saturdays.
Exactly. just toxic. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, Seth was there for about 10 minutes till she got sleepy and went to bed. So,
as well as Brick and Lamar.
Sure.
What do you mean, sure? All right, people. We're gonna wheel you out into the road.
Seth, I swear I'm going to put you in timeout again. Give about 2 seconds.
Can't believe you would condone such behavior, Peepaw.
What?
Yeah.
You think
Can't
so?
believe that. Yeah. By the way, actually, I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna be good. I'm
Bye.
gonna be good. Bye.
I put her in timeout.
Well.
So. But anyway, yeah. And then we talked about, it was definitely going to be a good trial. I just didn't know. I figured there'd be a few little, things here and there, but I didn't, and there's lots of, there's other sound bites too, guys. There's lots of other clips. Just get on Twitter or TikTok or, any of those, and there's people everywhere,
Yeah, when I have some time, I'm definitely gonna go and watch like a lot more, like the full things, because I am curious on more details.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So, closing thoughts there, Toxic, overall?
I hope Afroman goes on tour.
He is
and
on
makes
tour.
bunches of money. He's on tour right now?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't because he's on trial, but yeah, he's out there.
No, he should go on like the post-trial tour.
Oh, like
and
a
then,
like a
put up giant posters of their
sure.
faces and do the songs.
I saw one thing where
I'm hoping for some
Yeah.
victory music,
I saw a thing where I'm pretty sure he's going to be filing a countersuit now.
I hope they stream that one.
Right.
We get the sequel. This is our new movies instead of like Judge Judy and stuff.
Yeah,
and
this is
we can get like sequels to trials.
Afroman trials, exactly. So, what are your final thoughts there, Nerdy?
This is fantastic to see, especially since the situation itself was totally mishandled to begin with. They should not have conducted themselves the way that they did, and I think the logical response would have been just let Afroman do what he did, because like outside of his initial music video talking about them raiding his place, they could have just let him like fall back into obscurity, be the one hit wonder that he was. But no, they had to cry and try to sue him, and now he gets to plaster their face all over again. This time, proven by the First Amendment that he can do whatever the fuck he wants with their image.
Yeah, well,
likeness.
There, one of the arguments was, well, they shouldn't have been able to use our image, and they're like, well, it was his camera in his house. You guys, used your search warrant to enter the premises. That you don't get immunity when you cross that threshold. There's no guarantee to privacy there. Get out of here, you crap. So
you were all filmed on each other's body cams as well.
Now, question, and I don't know this, and Nerdy, you may or may not know this. Is Ohio a 1 or 2 party state?
It is a 2-party consent state.
You said that with such just confidence.
Let me double check that real quick.
Ohio a 2-party consent state? No, Ohio is a 1-party consent state. Okay, so what that means is that you can record somebody, you can record a conversation or whatever, and you do not have to tell the other person that you're recording, like if you're a phone call or whatever, right? If you're, like having the cameras and stuff in your house set up, you don't have to tell nobody you got cameras because it's a 1-party state. So he 100% could use those and get away with it. They had no case to go after him. That and 2, they're public figures. They don't have a right to privacy. unless they're at home in behind their doors of their house or whatever. But if they're out in public, nobody has the right to privacy in public. I don't have it. You don't have it. Nobody has it. So if you're out walking down the street or you're in a park riding your bicycle or playing with your dogs or your children, whatever, and somebody decides they want to record you, is it creepy as hell? Yes. No argument. But it's public, and so therefore no right to privacy. It's a thing. And people sometimes get really upset about it. But it is what it is. So anyway, and that's pretty much my closing thoughts on this too. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. Nerdy, where can they catch you?
Oh, you can catch me over on my channel, nerdyjohn.to2, where we cover stuff on Nerdy Live. Recently, we went over some D&D drama. You can check out either the live stream of my reaction, or you can check out my summary video on the situation. It's very entertaining. It involves GoFundMe scams. It involves a YouTuber crying over the fact that he wasn't selected for a job. It's very funny stuff.
Very funny stuff. Okay. What about you, Toxic? What have you got going? Anything?
No, I'm just kidding. On Sundays, I am here on Riverter's channel because I'm too lazy to run a stream. We'll figure out what I'm doing on my channel. Eventually, I want to get back to body cams. Maybe if I can wrangle Peepaw for 5 minutes, we can do that.
Sure.
At some point. I want to get back to doing my reactions and all that stuff, but we'll see.
Okay.
We'll see.
And you know where you guys can catch me right here. You can catch me on Saturday evenings, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, clear as mud. Over there with Seth and Pizzle and Bunny Buttons. That's every Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern, and Sunday here, 8 p.m. Eastern. I didn't, or is it 7 p.m. Eastern?
Last week we did later, but who knows what we'll do this week.
Okay, whatever. I think it's 8 p.m. Eastern Sundays right here. Stable enough. Me,
yes,
and Toxic and Nietzsche are like the main, and then we'll have different people blow through and what have you. So anyway, catch me all those places, whatever, and occasional streams like this if I'm not too tired when I get home in the evening. Until next time, remember to keep your powder dry, and I will see you